Yeah. Yeah.
So
I wanted to do one really quick.
go ahead.
It's hundreds of U.S. schools impacted by Listeria contamination food recall. Hundreds of schools in at least 16 U.S. states may have been sent food contaminated with Listeria, a potentially deadly bacteria. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, announced earlier this month that more than 11.7 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry products have been recalled by manufacturer BrucePac after the bacteria was found during a routine inspection at a facility in Durant, Oklahoma. While the recalled meat was included in prepared meals sold at a variety of grocery stores in more than 20 states, the USDA last week released a preliminary list of around 200 schools that had also been sent the items. The list, which was updated on Thursday, included schools in the District of Columbia and the following states: Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida, Michigan, New York, Iowa, Tennessee, New Jersey, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Wisconsin, Missouri, West Virginia, and Delaware.
Jesus, man, that's like the whole country, pretty much. It sounds like
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
That's like half the states in the country. You
And I
know,
bring that up because they got rid of the regulations, and a lot of people are pointing out this is what happens when you don't have regulations. This was just a random inspection that they were doing, and they found all this out, and a lot of it was Boar's Head too. Remember that they had one before, and so
they,
when you're
they,
getting rid of all these elections, have consequences, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like these are this stuff was sent to your children. You know what
they,
I'm
they
saying?
they said that none of the recalled products were purchased or distributed by the USDA's National School Lunch and Breakfast programs, with the schools instead purchasing the food directly from private vendors. You know what I mean? So like you said, I mean, this is kind of a thing to where people are wanting to go outside of the normal. I think that we do in some aspects. I think the schools are not working the way they are, but to start breaking them down state by state, I feel like what he's almost doing is dividing us up as a nation. That's what you start doing. When you start breaking everything up and fragmenting things, there will be things in some states that'll be seen as a complete lie that'll be truths in most of the country.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy to me.
a lot of people aren't into fact checking because when they start fact checking stuff, they realize they're fed a bunch of lies and it'll drive them crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so that the crazy part about that is that like some people, ignorance is bliss. I wish I could sit around and just not care about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could sit around. I don't know who I want to vote for because it's not going to affect me. It
Yeah, I
will
had a
affect me.
I had a friend of mine. I mean, he's a staunch Democratic supporter, man. This dude's always, I mean, he's Democrat through and through. He's angry because of the administration's handling of the crisis over in Israel. You know what I mean? Like what's going on in Gaza. So he's like Kamala's a murderer, blah 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 blah. I'm like, first of all, she's not the president, so she really has no say so over what continues to go on there. And second of all, she's the first person to have come out and spoke out against it. Like spoke out against what's going on over there. So, and third of all, I don't have the convenience to be able to sit back and care about what's going to be happening. I care about what's going on with them, but I also care about what's going to happen to us over here, me and my people here in this country, once this deranged administration, if they do take office, what they're going to try and do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
What they've already been doing.
they're gonna. It's already over. It's
Yeah.
already over. If the person that was, I keep saying this. Let's make a $10 bet, a gentleman's bet, sir, right
Okay.
here.
All right.
I'll tell you after the election, he will not. I bet that after the election, he will not accept the results. He'll call for violence, and officials will be murdered, and it'll spark a civil war here in America. $10.
All right. Gentleman's bet. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I think he might win, and I don't want him to win. This is not
How
me saying
there's no
I
way
want
he can.
him to
There's no
win,
way he's not gonna win.
man. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man.
Don't
Everywhere
believe
I
the
go.
internet. Don't believe the
Listen,
internet.
let me just say this to you. When I'm in Washington State, where we're at, I see a lot of commercials for him. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's just flooding the airwaves, and Kamala is just not doing as much work here, because she knows she got the state wrapped up. Why would I put my money here? I come down here to a straight battleground state. This is a battleground state, a very important one. This is Arizona. I'm seeing so many commercials, pro-Trump commercials. I see some for Kamala too. I see her trying to throw her little, but he's like going for the jugular on his. Kamala believes in transgender for prisoners, and transgender sex change for prisoners, and it's crazy. I mean, everything's jugular down here. She has hers was like he wants to get rid of Social Security and Medicaid, like the little soft. I mean, you're that's pity pat punching. You got to go hard. You know what I mean? I understand you're
Not
trying to
really. I
hold
mean,
the whole
what he's doing right now, he's making himself look bad. You know,
to
you
good
saw.
people,
Look,
to good
I'm
people.
not. I'm not even gonna read the article, right? But you saw what he said about Arnold Palmer
Yeah, man, it's
up
crazy.
there. You in a rally
It's
talking about
crazy.
another man's dick.
But you
Hey,
know
I saw
what?
him come out the shower, and that man, woo,
Hey,
goodness.
listen, but you got to know one thing, man. What I'm saying to you, the rest of everybody else, they didn't mind him talking about that there. They're all don't even care that he said it. They have no care. I mean, I got people on my page like, if you care about America, you would vote for Donald Trump. This girl said, I couldn't, I'm like, well, what about January 6th? What about the electorates? What about all the fake electorates you sent? That's two different things. That's not
No,
even the same thing.
they're not caring about that, bro. They're
Like,
I mean, they can't come out right and say it. They want to save white America.
you heard what I'm saying? They want me to
That's all it is right now. That's all they want to do. They want to save it so they can have an absolute power over everybody. They want to go back to when they could kill people and do whatever they want to do. They want to go back when women couldn't vote. I mean, at the end of the day, Kamala's gonna win. I mean, that's
you
just
believe
what's
that,
gonna
huh?
happen. I know for a fact. I know for a fact.
Know.
Look. If
I
Donald
felt the
Trump,
same way about
if,
Hillary, man. I felt the same way about Hillary.
But Hillary was different. Remember, James Comey came out at the end and made that all messed all that up. He messed all that up. But see, with Kamala, it's a little different. Before Hillary Clinton, women weren't understanding how much their rights were going to be affected. You know what I'm saying? You can see all these black people online, all vote for Trump. They just arrested a lady from 4 years ago doing one of the PPP loans. She and they're like, what? That was 4 years ago. They're like, yep, coming to get you right now. You know what I'm saying? I just watched the video. Like they was honored. Look at. There's too much at stake for this one. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe all these people, all these black folks online. They go get in there. They ain't voting for him. No, you think even the women that are married to the people that have MAGA families, they're not voting for him. You know what I'm saying? They have too many sisters, too many cousins, too many daughters. You got to look at your daughter in the face and be like, fuck your rights. I'm voting for him.
That's the crazy part about it to me. That's what I'm like, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even a woman, but I understand what they're basically turning being a woman into you carry kids. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I mean? That's a messed up thing right there.
Handmaiden's tale, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a birther. We're gonna put you in this home so you can birth somebody else's baby. That's what's happening right now. They're gonna get rid of the migrants. Then they're gonna get rid of all the colored people that they don't like, that ain't with them, and everyone else is gonna get rounded up. You think they're gonna make America great again, right? And then when you resist, the police can shoot you because I have total immunity. If Donald Trump wins, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have time because I live in Washington, but I don't want to be in America no more. I don't want to live in Donald Trump's America. There's no place for me in Donald Trump's America.
And I think these